I bought yet another switchblade knife. The first one I bought was the Frank B, made in Italy. Kind of a classic style. I did a video on it with the bayonet blade. And now I have a AKC World is what's engraved on the blade. And this one is a swivel bolster. And this one, you can look here, the blade thickness is different on the two. The Frank B is considerably wider than the AKC. Thickness is still about 3/4. The weight is about the same on each of these. They're 7-inch knives. And anyway, this one, some features are a little better than this one, and some features on this one may be a little better than this one. So both probably overall about the same. This one is ground at the bottom after it was assembled, it appears to be. This one was not. Not a big deal. I could probably grind it, have the equipment to do so. This one has brass liners. This one has stainless liners. This is probably a little stronger. Overall construction, not that big of a deal. This one, maybe the brass might look better. It might be a little easier on the blade, preventing it from scratching, since the brass is a softer material than the stainless. But that's probably in the mud. This one has brass pins on the scales. This one has brass pins on the scales, but not on the bolsters. They're stainless, I think. This one is not finished, which I don't particularly like, at the edge of the scales. You can see it's just a sharp drop. This one's rounded. I don't know if chamfered would look better, rounded. This one's also appeared to be assembled and then finished, because it's very smooth transition from the scales to the liner. Anyway, the working of this one is a little. This little safety pin is more of a round bump, a little easier to accidentally move. This one is a little flatter. This one I can go like this easily and it won't move. This one I can go like that and I can move it. It's a little looser and sticks up a little more. But this one, the button is nicer. It's a little easier to use. This one's a little bit on the hard side to push. So to open this one, see if I can get it in here. Say push that down, and out it goes. And it's cool the way the bolster goes from the parked position to the extend position. But I don't like the cut as much personally on the bayonet. It's a rounded cut on both surfaces, where this one is a 90-degree cut, which I personally prefer. This one's more pressure to open. You can see the 90-degree cut versus the round. So, and they're the same length. This is a little bit thinner cross-section blade than the AKC. This one is a little hard to close. And I have small hands, and with one hand a little hard. You have to put it here and really press on this to be able to drop that blade. There it goes. And then you can see how that is pinned, how the bolster works, and then it gradually goes into the parked position and then locks. This is a little easier. You can do it with one hand like that to close. So, unless I forgot something, that's my little simple critique. This is the new one, and it's nicely made. I think of the two, they're I would say equal quality, approximately. Again, I do like this is easier to release the blade. The button's not too easy, but it's easier. This one takes a fair amount of force. On the other hand, this one takes more force to close on this blade release from the open position. So there you go. I did move this here. Had a this one had a clip to put it on your pants pocket. I prefer it without it. It makes it thinner. And if it's on the outside of the pocket, it can be easy to move this from the lock position to the unlock position accidentally. So I prefer just to put it in the pants pocket without the clip. My personal preference. And the scale is supposedly, I think, a snake wood, the same as it on here is on this one, on the Frank B, but it's a little darker. So, which is fine. They both look nice. So that's my new, hopefully I'm coming to the end after buying 4 of these automatic type knives, my little mini collection. And so there you go.